If you're seeing this video, that means I've been murdered. And I think I know who did it. Oh, my voice cracked. Let's try it again. It's beginning to look a lot like I can't sing. It was on the fly jingle that did not go well. Are you selfish? I believe that selfishness. Oh man. Whew. I believe that selfishness is a good and a bad thing. Kind of like all aspects of life. Moderation is the key to selfishness. And when you mix selfishness, darn teeth, selfishness, sorry. When you mix selfishness with laziness, that is not a very good pairing. And that's where I live. Example? I don't have an example. I don't know why I said example. This is just going to be me making noises today. Let's talk about nightly walks. It's something I think about as far as selfishness goes. Each night I walk Millie, our dog. I think I've already mentioned this, but it's worth exploring. So it's nice for Millie because she needs to walk. It's nice for this guy because he needs to cut the cows and get the steps in. And I get to listen to a podcast while I walk. But when I do that, I also, depending on the time, the kids might be bathing or going through their nightly routine. And so I miss some of that. And so Stacy just ends up dealing with all the kids. So I like it. That's not where I wanted to go with that. Darn it! I like it because, you know, I get a little exercise at night and Millie gets walked, but I feel a little selfish that I'm going on these walks at night by myself with Millie. Now, a couple things change. Stacy really doesn't like to walk Millie at night during the winter, which I understand, which I love. During the summer, when it gets warmer, I'll start bringing a kid or two with. So that cuts down on, number one, me listening to podcasts, number two, how far we can walk, and it takes that selfishness back. Kind of like worry, selfishness is something I use to complete goals. When you think of oneself only, it's easier to stay focused on your vision, your plan. When you take into consideration everybody and how it affects everyone else, nothing ever looks 100% right. You're always taking something when you're always taking something from somebody, and maybe that's not a big thing depending on how much time or whatever it is, but it's the truth. I think it's also important to be self-aware about what you're doing and why you're doing it. I think what one person's selfish behavior is another person's normal. And it's all about that comfort level of what you feel like you need. And that we shouldn't ever look at other people's lifestyles and really put our values on them. Because that just breeds frustration. You know, I never was really eloquent in my speech patterns, and now with Invisalign, it's worse. It's worse. Oh, what was I going to tell you? Oh, I haven't talked about coffee in a while, huh? This guy pretty good about not complaining about coffee. Well, guess what? Last night I got home from work, I took my teeth out, and I had 2 cups of coffee with dinner, which is not in the past unfamiliar, but it hit me and I couldn't sleep. Stayed up extra late because the coffee really affected me differently. And I wonder if it's because I haven't been drinking as much coffee, and so my body is not used to that much caffeine, or I've made this all up because I just want to think that it is working better and I feel like a superhero now. If you're watching this, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, because I will be adding in the next year and a half. I will be bringing different videos onto this YouTube channel. Nothing too crazy, but you know, if you want to be notified, if you want to watch some movie commentary. Oh boy. All right. It's Thursday. We got this. You have this. I think you got this. Wherever you're sitting, maybe you're drinking coffee, jealous, and you're watching this video and you're thinking to yourself, wow, it is a beautiful day out. Just remember,